Hi, I'm Amy Wynne, and I'm excited to teach you how to wash an oil painting brush here in my Pawtucket, Rhode Island studio. You might think that brush washing for painters might be a really simple thing, but there's different types of brushes for different types of paint, and also just different ways to wash them depending on the mediums you're using. So as an oil painter, I'm often using a natural bristle brush. And if at the end of a long painting day, I'm tired and I decide, oh, I'm just gonna leave it on the palette and not wash it, I'll come back and they'll be ruined. So I want to show you how to keep them as clean as possible in between your painting sessions. So I'm going to be washing an oil brush today. I'm working with oil paints, and currently it's got a fair amount of paint on it. First, I'm going to take this brush, I'm going to put it in a clean rag, and I'm just going to try to squeeze as much of this wet paint off of it as possible. Do it a couple times. And then I've got this nifty little solvent container. There's all different kinds of solvent containers, and this solvent is a odorless mineral spirit. So I usually keep the cover on while I'm painting. I only take it off just for brush washing because you don't want to breathe this in over a long period of time. However, if I take this off and reveal that there's actually like a little container on the inside, and this container has little holes in it, this slips in and creates a little bit of a gap between the top of the hole area and the bottom of the entire container. And what I'll do is I'll take the brush and I'll just sort of rake it across those little holes. And as I do that, the solvent starts to dissolve the paint even further. And the paint particles actually settle down into the bottom of this container. And over time, what you can do when you get a whole lot of that residual paint in there, if it's been sitting still for a while, you can pour the solvent off and you get this sort of sludge at the bottom, and you can use that to put over the surface of a painting and sort of recycle, reuse. But right now I'm just wiping this on the side. It's already got quite a lot, again, of the oil paint off. I'm wiping it again. And this is where my soap comes in. Now, notice I haven't used any water because water and oil don't mix. Oil attracts oil. So this is actually a Murphy's Oil soap. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this brush in and I'm going to move it around in there. And this is really getting the very last remnants of paint off the brush. I'm going to wipe it on the side. I can already see that it's really quite clean. I'm going to wipe some of the extra soap off of it. And then for the final part, I'm just going to take the brush and I'm just going to rinse it off in water. The water only really comes at the end. Wipe it off. It's a very clean brush. This is what you want to do in between your painting sessions. And the last piece of this, to really make sure that your brush really withstands the test of time, I've created a container. These are just dried white beans, but I can put my brush in there so it stands upright. You would never want to store a brush with the bristles down. You always want the bristles upright, and this is going to ensure that your brushes stay beautiful.